pieces till they say my name. Push an agenda against doing what they say. I wanna stand up and start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution. I wanna start a revolution.
Coming up. Coming out with a winning record against the rest of the conference, and the Warriors knew that would be important in their quest for the playoffs, and they handled business against the West.
Reeves uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good way to start the game there. I mean, that's a nice inside bucket.
No question, Clark. I think they'd like to establish a presence down low early in the game to get their offense going.
For three, Hill. It's hauled in by LeBron. Oh, and for the Warriors, who fought so hard to get back into the playoffs. Last year, their 28-24 record against the rest of the West really helped their cause.
Well, the toughest part of the Warriors' last campaign was a rough stretch of games in February where they dropped off a bit in the race. And, you know, a lot of those games were against Western teams. And if you kind of remove that month, their in-conference record is even more impressive.
LeBron James on the wing. Passes it to Reeves. Clock at 6. For three. They get it back. And Hayes throws it down.
Well, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
He's got so much junk in his trunk. He'll find a way to hurt you.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Golden State's head coach and I were able to chat. There are a lot of big names to deal with in this one, but perhaps none bigger than LeBron James. He told me planning for LeBron is a headache because he can do so much on the floor, saying there isn't a hole in his game. The only real way to slow him down is to get him working against himself. Physically, there is no answer for LeBron.
All right, Doris.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Doncic. Here's LeBron. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, you know, you look at LeBron James, maybe more than any other player in NBA history, he's great in a way that transcends position. Size, skill, savvy, know-how. I mean, he's got it all.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Hachimura back to LeBron from about 19 feet. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Picked his pocket. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Hammers it down off the coast-to-coast break.
Boy, how's that for a quick possession?
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, he didn't waste any time getting down the court, did he?
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Now we can talk about LeBron's ability to really play any position on the floor. When you look back, has Steve there ever been a player you could say that about?
I'm not sure if you could say that about both ends of the floor. I mean, there's a lot of great defensive players who could guard everybody. You know, Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman. Offensively, Magic Johnson could play any position he wanted, but to be able to do so at both ends is what separates LeBron James.
And that is good.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
From outside the arc, and another three for Golden State.
With his staple gun release, he doesn't need much space or time at all to fire it up.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
You know, every great player needs someone to push them to be better. LeBron said last year that, you know, that's what Kevin Durant does with him. And I think he works as hard as he does, knowing that Durant is coming to try to take his spot as the best player in the league.
And going back to LeBron for the time being, he's solidifying Clark is standing. I think everyone would agree is the best player in the NBA.
Well, how about 4 league MVP trophies to his credit? One of only 5 players in league history to win that many. One of only a few players to be both MVP of the league and MVP of the finals in the same year. So, enough said. Well, let's start with the positive in the Lakers postseason. They did make it. That's all that can be said is their dramatic passing of Utah and the Rockets down the stretch to take the 7th seed was really the lone highlight of what would be a quick exit from the playoffs.
Here's Hayes. Well, it was only a matter of time that they finally get with the bucket.
Boy, what a great job making good on the second opportunity. He stayed with that play from start to finish.
Number 10, good on the three-point shot. He's got 8. Going back to the Lakers, swept in 4 straight by the Spurs, and none of the games really that close. Spurs, Steve, just dominated them, and every sense of the word, injuries didn't help either.
No, they didn't help, but the Spurs just outplayed whoever was on the floor for LA. And I think a lot of people thought that the Spurs would be a good first-round matchup for the Lakers, but that notion was quickly squashed. San Antonio just totally dominant.
They push it up, 4 on 3. Here's Dodzkie. Uses both hands to slam it down. Savage, that's the way to get some momentum on your side.
Especially coming from a guy out of the backcourt.
And here are the Warriors now. And Curry, here we go. Again, Golden State.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
Now here's LeBron, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Rising high to throw that one down.
Sky high, fantastic one-hand jam.
Yeah, what a way to wrap up that possession.
Lets it go from deep, and the Warriors get it back. Number 21, no good. And the Lakers making a change here. 1:12 left to play in the first. Pass to Landisberg. Here's Vincent. Here's Vanderbilt, covered by Payton. Number 4. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were, and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season was.
That's a good assessment. Lakers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
The Warriors were able to get back to the postseason for the first time since the We Believe season in 07, when they knocked off the Dallas Mavericks as an 8 seed. They didn't finish above 500 on the road, but still were much better than previous years, which allowed them to get to the playoffs. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
Doubled by Kuminga. Ball stolen. The finish. Finishes the break with a slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top. They lead by 5. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get